played a game during the selection process. We played two games actually. One was simple, and the other one was a bit, let me say, techy. So I don't know, but I just hope to win.
Life is all about competitions. Each day of your life, you wake up with competition. It's all over everywhere. So I am not scared about competitions. I am ready to face competition at any given time.
In Otukpo, Benue State, a transformative initiative is taking root. A program designed to empower minds, build futures, and honor a legacy. But why are individuals from across Nigeria converging here, eager to be part of this movement? Stay with us as we unravel the story of Learn2Earn, a journey of empowerment, opportunity, and transformation.
4, 5, 6.
It all began with a vision, a dream to equip the underserved with tech skills. The Learn2Earn Center in Otukpo isn't just a place for learning. It is a living memorial and a testing ground for innovation.
The purpose was to immortalize one of our sisters who we lost a couple of years ago. So the building is a complex that is a one-stop shop for everything that has to do with giving back, from education, social, to health.
But what truly transpires within its walls, and how does it all work?
The reality is that the demands of employers, the demands of the workplace is no longer tied to the traditional curriculum that we teach in our institutions, which is responsible for us having so many graduates that cannot find jobs. And even when the jobs are there, the people are saying the graduates are not employable, they have to go and retrain them, they are not fit for purpose, and so on and so forth. And with increasing disruption by technology, when machines are taking the place of people, when systems and processes are improving, you're also needing fewer people in those traditional ways. And that's why we need to embrace change. We need to embrace the new technologies. And we felt that the first and most important thing to do was to identify a crop of young, productive, vibrant, intelligent people who will lead this charge.
Every ambitious project requires visionary leaders. Enter the three musketeers, a trio of changemakers who, in partnership with 01, have breathed life into this vision. Who are these individuals? What motivates them to invest in the future of others?
Now, if you're talking about 2050 and saying that the future workforce would come from us, then how have we prepared ourselves? So it's a very serious question. What are we doing that we're not supposed to do? How are we positioning ourselves to be relevant in that 2050? And the only thing that we can do and we can take advantage of is technology.
It's income, it's impact, and it's influence. So we are making them have an income, not just for themselves, for their immediate family, for the country. Impact, we're changing things for the world. We're changing things for families, changing things for generations yet unborn. And then influence, we are helping to change the perception of people about our country, Nigeria.
You're just going to be stuck in life. You cannot move forward. You cannot be productive or prosperous if you don't have these skills. So we felt that we needed to establish a platform where we take the learnings from Mandela and scale them nationwide. And we are starting in Otukpo. So Learn2Earn is essentially a campaign, a program that is supposed to help over 1 million young people to be able to actually learn a particular digital skill that can earn them money online.
So we decided to collaborate together. I have the data. He is able to provide the jobs. Ayola is a fantastic human capital development personality. Why don't three of us come together and build something that the world will be proud of? and then we sat down and we gave it Learn to Earn. Now, the reason why we call it Learn to Earn is because while they're learning in school, they're also learning the program that we're introducing to them, and then they can start to earn. So meaning as a student who is just going to school, who is able to run through this course, can be earning as much as $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 every month while in school. I don't know that there are so many even opportunities like that while you are out of school currently in our country.
From across Nigeria, they came students, dreamers, and job seekers, all united by a single goal: to learn and earn. For some, this was just another training program.
Going for a game that we expect to win, first you know your teammates and you know the people you are going to face. If you know your men are more, talented and hardworking than them, there's a upper chance for you to defeat them. And you also, there are things called like tactics and strategies. So you look up to that and study them, despite them having an upper hand ahead of you.
When my dad brought me here, my first plan is that I will never let him down. I'll make everything for him to be happy about his son, that his son will make it.
I know it's going to be a lot of challenges. It's not going to be easy. It's going to pass through a lot, but I have this feeling that something good can come out of this.
For others, it represents a pivotal moment.
It's something I have not come across before, and I don't have a personal laptop where I can do extra work, and so this is the first time I am facing something like this. So there must surely be difficulties, but you don't count on the difficulties nature of it.
But as the program commenced, it quickly became clear this was no ordinary journey.
It was terrible at first because there was this panic. I couldn't meet up, and I was panicking. And then I knew I had to calm down to be able to scale through the processes. So I had to calm down a little and then do my best.
All I need to take, I'm still very young, is to take a study leave if my employer, the University of Nigeria, permits it, and I will come in as a student. In life, we are students all the way.
This hands-on, career-boosting journey through a 24-month fellowship is designed to equip participants with real-world skills, positioning Nigeria as a leading talent reservoir in Africa.
We want to afford our people an opportunity to learn these critical skills, these modern technological skills, so that they can play in that global marketplace. So it gives them the capacity for critical thinking in robotics, in coding, in cybersecurity. In so many areas, we want to be able to develop that capacity.
I remember my session with them yesterday, and I said to them, tell yourself a big thing can come out of Otupo. And they said that to themselves many times. And that's a reality. A big thing can come out of Otupo through them. So that hunger, as well as the attention currency, helped us see the number. We've had close to maybe about 700 people come through in the last 2 days. Of that number, we've seen quite a sizable number, maybe about 10%. Typically, if you have a 3% success rate, we are excited.
Well, he asked me, I told him.
But with its rigorous and intensive structure, what safety net exists for those who struggle to keep up?
Whether they make it or not is a different question. But everybody who's here is a winner, in my opinion. And the program reflects that. Now, we have 2 tracks, right? One track of our program is an 18 months to 24 months program, which is in Otupo Center will be residential, which will be teaching them digital skills here. But there's also the 3MTT program, which we work alongside. So if they don't get into the advanced placement program because they didn't pass the game, they didn't win the game, they would get into the other program. You understand what I'm saying? The 3MTT program, where they can learn on a much shorter pace over a longer period of time, or learn skills that we're not yet offering in the digital skills program for those who pass the game.
One might wonder, how did participants discover this rare opportunity?
A friend of mine shared it on WhatsApp concerning Learn2Earn. So she shared it and said she want us to visit the website. So I quickly visited it and I saw that, wow, it's something pertaining to artificial intelligence. And this is something that I've always loved to, be doing or to play around with. So I quickly registered. And also I went to my LinkedIn and I saw the notification, like I saw some people, commenting same advert. So I also went and registered my comments in the comment section over there.
One participant, however, seems to be living with more than just knowledge. He is walking away with something life-changing. Who is he and what is he gaining? We will find out soon enough. Splendor, take it from here.
In recent years, the tech industry has witnessed a paradigm shift in hiring practices. Traditional educational qualifications are increasingly giving way to skill-based assessments. A 2023 survey indicates that 70% of tech companies now prioritize practical abilities over formal degrees. Companies like Google and Microsoft have introduced certification programs focusing on areas such as software engineering, data analytics, and cloud computing. These initiatives have seen substantial growth, with Google certifications increasing by 120% between 2020 and 2023, and Microsoft's program engaging over 2 million participants. This trend underscores a shift towards valuing skills over formal education. Research indicates that 70% of self-taught tech professionals secure freelance or remote work after completing online courses. Additionally, tech workers with non-degree credentials often earn 15% more than their peers without such qualifications, highlighting the economic advantages of skill acquisition. By embracing the perspective that skills are valuable assets, individuals can embark on a journey towards financial independence through learning and earning.
And then came the big day.
Can I hear you say this?
A moment of celebration, recognition, and reflection. Dignitaries, academia, politicians, and royal fathers graced the occasion, sharing their hopes for the program's impact.
And I must make sure all of them get it to their head. It's coming from different perspectives. It's not coming directly from government. It's coming from some outside. And since it's coming from outside, you must hold it dearly, because these things are not all over the places. It's once in a while. So I must advise them that they have a golden opportunity. They can't afford to miss it, and they should work very hard. Work hard and pass the test and move on. And at the end of the day, sky will be probably their limit.
We're told the jobs will be, they'll get them jobs, where to work, and then they begin to earn in hard currency, earn money in dollars, sterling, So when the funds begin to come, we will not just allow them to blow this anyhow, but sometimes to diversify into other this.
Once you are given an opportunity, also give others opportunities that might come your way in future. Don't just go and think, you have made it, and then you think life is okay, and then you just forget about those who are out there.
There was music, laughter, and even light entertainment to mark the beginning of new chapter for Otupo.
Let me be quick to say too that I will not hesitate to partner with them to create the enabling environment for this initiative to thrive very well, and then engage the youth of Idoma, especially Otukpo, to take advantage of what has been brought to my place.
But behind the smiles and festivities, The question remains, what does the future hold for Learn2Earn, and how will it transform the lives of those who walked through its doors?
So you have AI, which is AI blockchain, you have cybersecurity, you have data, you have product, and then you have the software full stack engineers who are now what we call the DevOps. They call them DevOps, right? So those are the people. That's what we have on the 5 path. So as you start the 4 weeks program, it begins to read your abilities and capture your competencies in the course of those 4 weeks. And then the system can tell where you function best and then sets you on that path.
Technology that we're infusing is a technology that will train the elites. It's not just going to train you to be cybersecurity. It's going to train you to be first-class cybersecurity experts. First class. Rigorous training, but whoever comes out of that training will be best of the best of the best.
For one participant, this wasn't just a program, it was the start of something bigger. Inspired by the 3 Musketeers, he discovered a new purpose: to build a community of like-minded individuals and create opportunities for others.
They appreciated it. They say, wow, this is what you got. Where are you staying? I told them that I'm based in Otukpo. They wanted to know maybe whether I'm coming from, but I told, yes, from somewhere so developed. But I said, no, I'm based here, even though I'm not around most times because of school. But this is where I'm based. So they said, fine. And one of the questions they asked me is if they could get up to 250 persons like me. I said, sure, definitely, they can. Because there are a lot of young persons also who are just looking for the platform. That's all, who are just looking for the platform. So I got talking with them and they say, wow, they would like to have me around and continue with them.
His journey is proof of what's possible when determination meets opportunity.
For me, I try to paint that picture for them. Look, Otukpo is like Yaba in 2013. There was nothing special about it. But look at us now, 10 years later, you can't tell the same story. You're telling a better one in Yaba. So it can happen here too.
And he is not the only one. Across the country, the ripple of Learn2Earn are already a reality, fulfilling promises. But how far can this impact go?
So for many global IT companies, if you have a PhD in ICT, it means nothing to them. Because they want to have proficiency in one specific area and have certification in that. That is what we are providing as an alternative to just academic qualifications. That you're having proficiencies that are tested and certified with global recognition. And so you can work anywhere in the world. That is what we are trying to provide an opportunity for our young men and women. We'll give them this first slot. We'll be moving this scheme. The government has accepted it too. So they will be also doing this in our universities and polytechnics and colleges of education. So we also want to be able to expand it throughout the length and breadth of this country. So this is a pilot scheme.
At the heart of Learn2Earn lies collaboration. From TEDfund's commitment to innovation of 01's cutting-edge expertise, this program thrives on partnerships.
We have been on the project for about 1.5 years. Our partners in France, we've been to the UK center, we've been to a few centers all over the globally to see what they're currently doing. And we see what people earn. We've heard people who have gone through the training and the feedback. We are very convinced. But to just give you a glimpse of context, if you train 10,000 people and they earn minimum of $3,000, you know what that is for our economy? That's every month. Our aim is to train 1 million. But let's even say at the barest minimum, in another 1-2 years, you train 10,000 people. You know how many XXX that will be?
So please give your best shot.
They have shattered conventions, forging a framework that not only empowers businesses but also cultivates talents and fuels hope.
But above all of this suits to my personal philosophy and objective. And my personal philosophy, I believe in the African maxim that says, if you want to grow riches in 1 year, you grow trees. If you want to grow riches in 10 years, you grow trees. But if you want to grow riches that you can do it from one generation to another, you grow young people. This is what the governor is doing. This gels with my personal philosophy, and it connects with what I'm seeing here.
Yet, the idea of learning through games remains a shocking paradox, challenging deep-seated beliefs that education and play could never coexist.
I got home a few days ago and I saw my children. They had converted the television set in my sitting room to, game whatever. And my initial reaction was to become angry. But from what I'm seeing now, we are converting those wasteful hours that they spend playing all manner of stupid games to now doing something much better. So we are converting waste to wealth. So I think it's great.
This opportunity arrives just as the government is putting efforts towards transforming the state's economy into one driven by technology, innovation, and advancement.
We believe that through the instrumentality of this partnership with the Galaxy Backbone, the BDIC, and the Learn2Earn initiative, Benue will never be the same again.
The Learn2Earn program may have started as an idea, but today it's a movement, a beacon of hope for communities across Nigeria.
And we see this revolutionizing the country as a whole because there are multiple, is a ripple effect. Number one, you're raising the quality of life of the people. Number two, you're generating revenue for the country because each person would work and pay taxes. Number three, you are improving the quality of life of the people within the environment where these guys live. Because it means that the person who is built and already strong in what he's doing can either employ other people or would pay for services that other people normally would produce that he couldn't afford before now. Number four is that you are actually building the talent for the world.
As participants embark on this learning journey, equipped with skills and opportunities, one thing is clear: the future of Otukpo and Nigeria has never looked brighter.
The truth is, the businesses have developed to the point where they have had a lot of impact on people's lives. Andela, over 100,000 young people trained, right? Over 1,500 in work at different times. It's launched so many careers, so many one cannot count. You look at Flutterwave, the continent's first modern day unicorn, right? It's served over 1 million businesses. It's collected billions of dollars in payments across the board from different players. So, when you really look at it, you can see, you understand that the impact is there, that's really what gives us joy, that the impact is there for anybody to see. We don't have to make any advertisement for it. We're not politicians, so we don't have to do any campaign.
The bigger picture and the bigger benefactor is our nation. Because when you have that kind of money being exported back to the country every month, the pressure on even our FX will reduce. The reasons why we have a lot of pressure is because we have less FX coming into the country. So this alone, if being curated properly, is one of the biggest solution solver beyond the oil and gas or beyond any other business that you're thinking of. So if you do that and you go out and you decide to do this for 100,000 people, the country will be more than fine. So that's the bigger picture. So we're extremely ambitious about it. We're extremely excited. Seeing that we're starting to do what we're doing now, it gives us some level of rest of mind. And we are very optimistic that the future will be very beautiful. It goes without saying. It won't be easy, but we know it will be very beautiful.
At Tech Mode, we don't just talk about technology. We amplify the voices of tech giants, visionary agencies, game-changing organizations, and bold individuals who are shaping our digital future. From innovators solving real-world challenges to trailblazers redefining industries, we bring their impact to you. Because when technology meets purpose, the possibilities are limitless. Stay plugged in, stay informed, and keep watching Tech Mode, where tech meets transformation. I am Malami Harun Dogondaji, logging off.